so beautiful. All of your stories. I had tears. My heart was pounding. It was so beautiful listening and preparing to speak as well. So for me, what's always worked for me as a young child is walking the beauty way. And it's a beautiful Navajo way of living. Just, there's so much negative in our world, but finding the beauty. And I had beautiful examples of this as a child. I had a great set of parents and my grandparents, and my grandmother especially. She didn't have an easy life at all. She lost a husband, she lost a baby, she lost a son when he was 20, but you would never know it because she always sang songs, had the biggest amount of faith, always had a smile on her face, and she was always eating healthy. I remember going to her house and she'd bake brownies, but they weren't brownies I'd have at a friend's. They were like tasted healthy, and I really liked that taste because the way it made me feel, and you had to eat it slower, and it wasn't a sugar rush, and it filled you. So I guess for me, she was a huge example of that. Plus, I was born wanting to find like the fountain of youth, like the food for immortality and extension of well-being. So for me, it's been holding that way of beauty, but also in the kitchen as well as in the mind, in the way I try to speak, just trying to be aware, but definitely in the kitchen. So when I create something, I want to create the healthiest version of it, whether it's raw or whether it's like slowly cooked. But again, just adding that beauty into food. And it's kind of contagious because people will consume the food and find that they enjoy the taste, that they feel amazing after, that their energy levels are high, that their spirit feels nurtured. There's actually like such a thing because I like to co-create and concoct things that I once loved as a child, like say a Snickers candy bar, like achieving that taste. And when I can get the essence of it, but from the healthiest ingredients, it is so healing on like a spirit level, that it brings you back to that childlike base, but it also, you're getting all of your minerals and vitamins and everything. And I love seeing kids in the kitchen trying new recipes, trying to make it, karma-free without using ingredients from animals and things, and without using such high processed sugar. And it's so beautiful when they can share it, and it's contagious, and they share it with their friends. They're like, oh, what's this? And healthy food is becoming cool again. So it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Um, yes, because we are what we eat, think, and drink. So why not have it be beautiful? And even saying this, I had gone on my raw journey. I had been raw, I believe, for a year, and I had healed myself as well. I'd gotten like an autoimmune disease while I was in the last stages of my pregnancy. And anyway, it went beautiful. I was able to help heal myself and had a beautiful birth. And then a month later, I get news that my dad is sick and going to be getting chemotherapy and trying to heal his way. And sadly, he died a few months later. And again, I was raw, so I wasn't eating, or I was only, eating veggies and fruits and things. And normally when people are grieving, food is such a big thing. They eat unhealthy or they drink or whatnot. But for me, I was going through it in the beauty way. I had to deal with the grief, the loss, the heartache, all of that. And I have to say, the healthy foods really, really helped me because just in aloe, there's so much ormus in it. So when you're having aloe, it's like awakening and decalcifying parts of your body and even unlocking magic. So I wrote a lot of stories and sang and just tried to really process the grief. So saying that the beauty way can be in the good times, it can be in the hard times. And right now it's more needed on the planet with so much heart-wrenching information becoming uncovered, so many new laws and things that we really have to guide our way through the beauty way so it can be contagious. And holding our hearts for people as well, if we have a different viewpoint for them, just having full compassion. Like there's no need to disagree. Like we need to hold one another in such deep love and reverence and just honoring where we're all at. So I'm not a dogmatic kind of vegetarian person. I'm very much easy and accessible, and yeah. So we can use this way of beauty, in the kitchen, outside of the kitchen, and it's totally, yes, dropping into our hearts is so needed. Um, yeah, and it's a great way if you can, have a juice and just sit and meditate and just go in and see how you feel from that juice, or test out a new recipe and introduce it to your family. It's a really beautiful thing to be able to share the food with all of your love and thoughts. And it might take a little more time, but it's totally, totally worth it.